flat tire from cardboard, honestly, because I was driving on the bridge and it's like a 3-lane road and I'm driving in the fast lane and then people are like slowing down and stuff and I'm just like confused why they're doing that. But then like I obviously slow down too, and then the car in front of me turns like his hazards on, but he's like driving really slow, and then I'm like, what? And then as I'm driving behind him, I see a bunch of trash on the road, and yeah, and I'm trying to like steer around it because like it's a 3-lane road. There's trash in the left and the middle lane, and the right lane I'm too far. I can't get all the way over there, especially because everybody's slowing down, and yeah. So then I like try and maneuver around it like him, and then he goes and he's fine. I mean, I thought he was fine. And then I go and then I see like a metal like cylinder in the left lane, and so I'm like, okay, I'll go to the middle lane. But then like there was a cardboard box there that was like partially inflated because like the stuff fell out of the cardboard box, and then I ended up driving on top of the cardboard box. And then I'm like driving, I missed the metal thing, which is good, but then I keep driving and then I hear this thing like dragging on the floor, and I'm like, oh my gosh, did I just get a flat tire? Yeah, so then I was like literally about to pull over, but like I'm on the bridge and this bridge does not have a shoulder. Like it has like the tiniest shoulder, but like barely anything. Like the little bit I was in had a shoulder, but like in like a couple hundred feet the shoulder was gonna be gone. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to pull over. And so I keep like driving to like get to the side of the road, and I can hear it dragging, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then it like disappears, and then I look in my mirror, my side mirror, and then there's a cardboard box there and I see it drop off. So yeah, that was like 5:05. It's 5:17 right now, and I'm just like holding my breath, like, is my tire pressure warning light gonna turn on? I don't know, but it's 5:17, so it's been like 12 minutes and it hasn't yet, so I'm hoping not. But yeah, I'm not home yet, so hopefully it doesn't turn on. Crossing my fingers. I am at Chick-fil-A right now. I already ordered. It was really fast, but yeah, I am at lunch early today because I have a meeting that just got scheduled today for 2 to 3 o'clock. So love that. But I wanted to talk about the other day. So on Tuesday, I'll pop up the date. I was sitting at my desk and like, okay, so the last Friday there was like some issue and stuff, and then people were like escalating and having meetings and stuff, and yeah, my boss like came up to me and then to my desk, and he's like, oh, and he's like asking me questions about this like build, which like, okay, that's fair. But then he's like, what size smock are you wearing? Which like, because we wear smocks, like a lab coat. So then I'm like, a medium, and then he's like, oh, you don't want a small? Like, I don't know. Then I'm just like, oh, if it's, then I can wear a jacket under it. I don't know. It was so awkward, but yeah. But then he continues to talk about the build, and yeah, and then okay, and then he's like starting to walk away, and then he's like, size medium, right? And then I'm like, yeah. And then he's, yeah. And then I'm just like, I don't know what the heck that was, but yeah. And then on Wednesday, I'm talking to my neighbor about something, and then he comes up, and then he like puts a new smock on my desk, and then he taps on me, and he's like, oh, I got you another smock because I didn't know if you had one. And then I'm just like, thank you, but like, I don't know. It's just kind of awkward because like he didn't do that with anybody else, so I have no idea. Also on Wednesday, I had my performance review with my old boss, like, because when I went to Phoenix last year, first week of November, so we used to have like a bi-weekly meeting, so like every other Thursday, I believe, but I was PTO, so then when that happened, then this new guy made a meeting, and so apparently in that meeting, according to the grapevine, because I have no real proof, apparently in that meeting, this guy said he was gonna take ownership of my group now, and my old boss willingly said, yeah, you can take the reins. So yeah, but then there's no like email proof or anything like that. So I don't, it's just in my perspective, it's on the grapevine, because I wasn't in the meeting and there was no email to like document this change. So it's just a he said, she said thing. So, I mean, maybe multiple people are talking about it and he's acting like it, but there's no documented proof other than on ADP, I guess. But yeah, because he stepped in early November, it's only fair. I thought it was only fair that my old boss, because he's been the boss since January to October, I thought it was only fair that he give the performance review, but then on ADP, which it's the first year we're doing it on ADP, the performance reviews, it said that the new boss was gonna do it, so I don't know. My performance review was just kind of awkward, and I don't know. And then my boss, old boss, was like, oh, this other guy's took like an hour. It shouldn't take that long though. And I'm like, okay. Which I thought it was like a formality, but then it took like 55 minutes. And I'm just like sitting there, and I talked like 5 minutes and my boss talked like 55 minutes. So I came to lunch early today. Actually like went to lunch at like 12:15, I think, because temperatures are getting warmer and stuff. I drove so that like there's shade, and yeah. And then this coworker I have that's just like kind of awkward, and I don't know. Anyways, then he pulled up and parked right next to me, and then I'm like, okay, but like I have my window rolled like halfway down, so then I'm just like chilling here doing eating my lunch and stuff and whatever, and watching YouTube. And then he like gets out of his car and he's like keeps walking around his car and opening doors and stuff, and yeah, but I'm just like ignoring him, even though my window is rolled down and he's right against this side. Like he's not over there where like my window is like closed, so like blocking. But yeah, and then I'm just like subtly staring, like seeing what he's doing and all that, and like I can see him like behind my car slash the front of his car, because I nosed out and he nosed in. But yeah, and then it's just like I'm worried he's gonna like say something and try and talk to me on my lunch break. And then there came a point where like I saw him in my mirror, and then he was holding a cigarette, and then I'm like, he's smoking behind my car, like but yeah, but then he like walked to the other side of his car, so like I don't know, 4 or 5 feet away from me, and then I could start to smell the cigarette smoke. So then I just drove away and pulled further down the parking lot. So he might or might not know that I pulled down the parking lot, but like he's smoking and I don't want to smell cigarette smoke, and I don't want my car to smell like cigarettes, and I don't want to have interactions right now. It's lunchtime. I have a meeting at 1:30. I know nothing about it, so I'm going in blind. So love that. It's Friday, March 13th, and I am wearing this hoodie that I made in a different video. So yeah, so what do you think? I think it looks cute still. Yeah, this side is just plain, but then this side has the little like stitching on it, so I think it's kind of cute. But yeah, that's what I wore today. Yeah, which like you can just slightly tell that it's there, but I think it's cute.